A unique work of historical fiction. The author is Destiny Kinal, and the book is titled Burning Silk. Destiny, tell us, how did you come to write this book?
The truth is that I followed my female line. I started writing into my female line, and I wound up with what's going to be the third book, which is Oil and Water, taking place on the early oil fields of New York and Pennsylvania. Then I asked myself if I could go back to when the first immigrant from that family line, my maternal line, entered the United States, and they were in Newtown, Pennsylvania, in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. So I knew my story would be there, and I spent a long time just examining archives. Where is it? Where's my story? And found that they had produced silk there in the period of time that I was looking for. And that was electrifying for me because I have apparently an ancient relationship with silk, and so I knew I had found my story. So when I went to the Cévennes Mountains in France to actually see silk making operations and to visit with maîtresses de la soie, who were multi-generational and who held the secrets, really, of producing silk. So I stumbled in knowing that silk and the secrets of metamorphosis, the cocoon holding the transformation from a worm into a winged creature, I knew that something this powerful would ultimately provide me with a powerful metaphor for the story. What I didn't anticipate was how this would lead me into matrilineality and how important my matrilineal Native American characters would become in terms of this story. By the time European armies were moving against Native Americans, the Métis were already a people who had developed a way of life that was part Native American and part European. And the Native Americans, the Métis, and my story had intermarried much earlier with French voyageurs and Dutch traders.
You have created a distinct and memorable character in Catherine.
Catherine was 18 when her wounding took place. And the old text that is part of the silk culture that I create says that a maîtresse de la soie, a mistress of the silk, must be wounded. And Catherine really spends the entire book healing that wound. And at the end of the book, well, I won't tell you, the other characters, the Native American characters, the Montour family specifically, are women who will come into their own, if you will, in the second book. But Marguerite Montour, the matriarch of that matrilineal line, is a very powerful figure. She is an elder, and she is not afraid to take charge when an elder needs to take charge.
Sensuality and sexuality is very much a part of Burning Silk. Can you talk about why this was important?
When I discovered that silk was going to be the first book, I asked myself what quality the silk would give to the content of the book. And sensuality and sexuality are, I think, qualities of silk. And of course, the wounds that my characters deal with are very much of a sexual nature.